This is John Barton. Hi, this is John Barton from JB Cases. Alright, so cases came in today, so this will be the first of our weekly roundups of cases that we made. First, super cool case, Desert Camo. Check this out. With molly webbing on the front of the pockets. So you can put your favorite Desert Eagle sports killing knife right there on the pocket so nobody will mess with you or try to stiff you when they're playing. Anyway, pretty cool little case there if you happen to like camo and the desert camo style. So comes with extra large pockets here, easy to get into. Easy to get into here. And of course on this side has a jump cue handle compartment. So here, simple and easy to get into right here. And the interior on this one is tournament blue, 2x5. So there we go. We only have enough material right now for parts of this case to do, so if you want this type of case, you got to let us know. This one's going to be a little bit longer while we get the material, so we have to buy that and then send it to the shop and everything. So as I said, right now we've only got a little bit left, but if you do want one, just let us know. We'll let you know how long it'll be. Okay, we got a pretty cool little black and green 2x3 here. This is a customer order. Very small, compact case, very light, holds 2 butts and 3 shafts, and obviously comes with all the security and everything that we normally put on our cases. And the interior on this one, remember, the customer can pick out the interior. They can design it the way they want it. A lot of customers choose to have it match the case, other people choose to have it contrasting. This one matches with a nice lime green right inside, and this one is made for Brian Brinker. And I believe that this was a designer order. So remember, go on our website, follow the links to our designer. You can play around with it. You can play around with the colors, every part of the case until you're happy. When you're ready, go ahead and order it. Okay. Next case we have here, this is a pretty cool hybrid. This one is black with all natural color leather on here. Everything but the body is leather on here. So you'll notice we have a leather shoulder pad here, all leather trim throughout here. Let me bring this in a little bit closer so you can see it. And then we laser engraved the name on here in a very elegant font. And as you can see, it was left in more of a natural color there, so it's kind of a sleeper. So from back here you can't see what it says, but when you get up closer, you can see how nice and elegant that is. It looks like a signature. So another very pretty case, and this one here has a pocket tray inside, I believe. So it has a pocket tray with blue highlighting right there, and then I'm gonna guess that this 3x6 has blue interior. Let's see. Yep, has a matching blue interior. Okay, again, that's like the tournament cloth color blue. Some people call it powder blue, baby blue, sky blue, whatever, it's blue. And of course here, a towel ring. Towel rings are very popular, so they look good on the case. They're also a good way to carry the case around. You know, if you don't want to carry it any other way, you can put your fingers in and kind of carry it like that. Of course, you do want to be careful. You know, don't hurt your fingers, because that might affect your bridge and affect your play. All right. Oh, happy birthday to that guy. This is a birthday gift. From what I understand, this is a birthday gift from Ryan's friend to Ryan. So, Ryan Ray, is that what it says? Ryan Ray or Ryan Roy? My producer's going to look it up. I believe it says Ryan Ray on there. And we just want to say happy birthday to you, Ryan, and thank you to your friend for choosing us to build you a case. So I hope that in all your birthdays to come, you look fondly on this and it serves you for a lifetime. So, the next one is a nice and simple black and red. We've shown many of these. This has been a very popular case. It's another 2x3. This one we put a towel ring on. Regular 3 pockets here. Spot for jump cue and so on. Everything's good. Now this particular one, the thing that's different about this, and I'm going to grab a regular one over here so you can see it. The thing that's different, this is a regular one that we make. You'll notice that the handle on this one is on the right side here. Okay, so that's going to be like a right hand carry. So to explain what that means, if you're facing the case, okay, the handle's going to be on the left side, which means right hand carry. Okay, the case will hang down from your right hand with the handle side or the zipper side facing forward and the pockets out. Now this case was custom made with the handle on the opposite side, so it is a left hand carry. So left hand, zipper out, pockets facing out. That's what this one is. So just to show you that on request, we do anything that you want to do. So again, you know, when we say custom, right? It's the custom in JB Cases right here, custom. It means whatever you ask us to do, if it's possible for us to do it, we'll try to do it. So just remember that when you're talking about the cases and you're thinking about what it is that you want, you're not always stuck with whatever you see that we've done. You know, you can imagine something in your mind and just ask us and we can try it. Moving the handles from one side to the other is not a problem at all. Okay, so next case here. This one is for Super Lou. You can see right here, Super Lou. Another red and black, but this one's pretty cool because we got kind of an elephant skin print here on here. Now when I say print, that means it's basically cowhide leather that's been embossed with a different texture on here. So we didn't actually have to kill an elephant to get this. We just had to kill a cow, but we didn't do it. Anyway, this is the cool texture on the leather for the pockets there, and for the rest of it we did Napa leather on here, and comes with backpack straps. So we've talked about the backpack straps before. This is a 4x8, and I'm going to imagine that the interior color is red, and it is 4 butts and 8 shafts, well padded. So there's that. Okay, then I have I think I've shown those. I've got another hybrid here. This one here has veg tan leather that's been dyed black on here. Very small, elegant monogramming right here in the corner of the pocket. It says RHJ in there. And then on the top here is a little expression that he wanted. It says seriously on here. You really can't see it because it's black on black. But just a real simple, elegant case, done as the customer wanted it. So you'll notice here, another thing with this is you'll notice that here we have leather on the bottom and we have red stitching right around here, okay? But you'll notice that we can make the case any design the customer wants. So we got just stitching around the top here and just the contrasting stitching around the bottom. Everything else is black, black on black. You'll notice that, right? So, for example, if we take this case as an example, the one I just showed you, you'll notice that we did red contrasting stitching everywhere on there, so it looks more like a pinstriping. This one just has a splash of red here and a splash of red here to give it just a little bit of flavor. Without being, you know, overwhelming. This is what the customer wanted, and so we did it. Now let's see what the interior looks like on here. And on the interior, he chose to do a red interior, and then his name is also in there, Russ Jackman, made from Russ. So that is a good example of choosing the different elements to suit your taste just the way you want it. So now here we have a great embroidery case, another red, white, and blue, or blue, white, and red case. And this one here, we did a really cool embroidery here with, so we did her name. Her name is on here with Christy, as you can see right here. And then we did this really cool eagle. And we went out and we found that at an embroidery. There's a lot of places online that will sell embroidery files. Okay, so they're ready-made, ready to go. It makes it easier for us. It makes it easier for the customer. And that's what we went out and we found that. And we bought it for her. This is an eagle, and she specifically wanted it with a green eye. So you can see that green eye right there. And then of course we put the USA right there at her request. And this case is a 4x8, and I'm curious to see what she got as an interior. Is it red, or is it blue, or is it some other color? What do you guys think? I think it's blue. Yep, it's blue. I really didn't know that beforehand. But yes, she just chose to get a blue interior. It's hard to see in that light, but anyway. She got a blue 4x8 interior, and also got some spacers here. She got a spacer, and she got a sleeve for rubber grip cues. So those will come in handy for her cues if she's got any with rubber grips, or she's got something she wants to raise up inside the case and have it sitting near the top for easier access. And so Christy, thank you very much. Also, this case has backpack straps on there. And throughout the case we also did blue stitching, which came out pretty cool. Show you some of that. So, not a bad case there for the money. You know, that much customization for that price. Also, you'll notice that case had 2 pockets, so it's got 2 longer pockets and a little bit thicker for a lot more stuff. Okay, last case for today is this one here. Not sure if I think I showed this one last week, but I'll show it again anyway. This is a Mason 3x6 model in leather, and as you can see, it's very elegant with just some corner accent tooling and some tooling down the center here. Then on this side we duplicated the same tooling coming down through here. And then this one, if you'll notice, the tooling starts here, comes all the way up here, comes around here, and then back down the other side to make one nice elegant line. And one thing I want you guys to notice with this type of case, I'm going to put this up close to the camera here. I want you to see there are no guidelines on here. So a lot of leather workers, when they do this type of tooling, they have to take a line and they have to scribe a line, basically making a straight line with a ruler or a straight edge, and then that's what they'll use to do their tooling, right? But what happens is they'll do beautiful tooling, but you'll still see these lines on the case. And we use a technique that was taught by a man named Paul Burnett, and he's unfortunately he's passed away, but he left behind a lot of good instructional material, and he did a thing called creative belt stamping, which you can look up online. So look for paintedcow.net, I think it is, or maybe .org. Anyway, creative belt stamping is very intricate stamping for belts without any guidelines. So you don't have to scribe a line to do all this complicated tooling. What he did is he did a dot method. And the dot method is where you know how far apart all of your tools are. So you set up little dots for guidelines, and then you go through, you set up, you make little dots everywhere on here. You make little dots, and then you set the tools right where they're supposed to be between the dots, and you stamp it, and the stamp obliterates the dot. So the end result is that you end up with beautiful tooling without any lines going through it and distorting the image or distorting the end result. So It's a much more labor-intensive way to do it, but we believe that the end result is really worth it, and you end up with a product that is done with a lot of manual labor and a lot of time and a lot of effort, and you can't screw up. What I mean by that is you have to be very, very careful, because if you misalign the dots, of course, then you've ruined the whole piece. So obviously you can tell that there's a lot of handwork. Once you know the technique, you can tell that there's a lot of work and a lot of meticulous, careful attention to detail that goes into making these cases. So anyway, this is a 3x6 mason case we did for Steve King. It's got one large pocket on here, which comes with two separate pocket trays. So you can see right there, each of those pocket trays comes out, and then he can put this up and line them up however he wants it to be. And then it's got a really nice inscription right here, and it says, "Many have the will to win, few have the discipline to prepare." Don't know if my camera will focus on that well enough, but there you go. So this is for Steve King. He's a pretty good player in his own right, and he's got a son that is what I'd call a semi-pro player at this point. Some of you have met him out on the road. Sean King, he used to work for us. Now he's an independent rep out there. So, family of good pool players, deserves good pool cue cases. And that's it for this week. Thank you very much for your time. This has been John Barton from JB Cases. Remember, if you don't want to build it yourself, give us a call and we'll be happy to do it for you. Thank you.